So the Relax collection by Fjords has been very, very popular for many years. So we decided a while ago to add a home theater version of that, or we basically call the wall saver version. And so what it is, it's a similar, or actually rather, it's the same seat and back as the swing relaxers, but with a slightly different mechanism inside. So this is an example of that, and you see how it's configured as a home theater set right here. Now we call this the wall saver. Often in our literature it's just identified as a Milan WS, or wall saver, and that basically means it's a wall saver mechanism as opposed to the swing relaxer mechanism. Now the reason I'm pointing that out is that it's not the same. It is not saying necessarily that every single swing relaxer can be ordered as a wall saver, because it's been engineered differently, so you can't just take every single seat and back we have and make it into a wall saver. So let's talk a little bit about what is a wall saver. The added benefit to a wall saver mechanism is that it allows us to do these type of things modularly. So what you really see here in this setup, we call this the Cinema D. Cinema D is referring to the configuration we have here. So what we really have here, we have a single with a left arm, we have a single with a right arm. Right, you have the two armless pieces, and then we have two console tables. So these are different modules. So what that really means is, if you were, let's say, working with a client that has a home theater room and they want to have 6 seats across, you can build this with a wall saver mechanism, okay? Completely modular, and you just all the way across. If you want to just have a right arm and a left arm and seats armless in between, you can do that. It's super cool where you can build all sorts of stuff. Okay, so it's a way to separate seats, obviously. It's available with a 15-degree wedge, as you see it here, and it's also available as a straight arm. So if people don't want the seat on the outside to curve out a little bit, there's a straight arm available as well. The arm console table really comes with this little piece of wood here. Of course, it's good for put a cup of coffee, a drink, or whatnot. It's nice and flat and sturdy. And this can also be specified in any of our wood stains. The other thing that's sort of neat about this and this table in itself is that the top here that's upholstered with leather is actually double hinged. So right now it's fully closed, but you can actually open it up. So you expose 2 cup holders here, so you can put a cup holder in if you like, and there's actually a little storage room here. All right, so double hinged, closed, open. Okay, just all depending on if you want to show these little cup holders or not. And this one last little thing is there is actually a little USB charge here. So if you want to charge your phone or your laptop or whatever it might be, you can do that while watching the movie. So a little USB port here. This we stock only certain configurations. Right now, the Milan we stock this way. We also stock it as a regular sofa and a regular love seat. So in other words, like the sofa, just for reference, it's basically a right and a left arm, and armless in the middle. Which leads me to, I just want to talk a little bit about another option. You can actually order the armless with and without power. And the reason I bring that up is if you do a sofa, we typically stock those sofas with a center. Armless unit is actually without a motor. The reason being is it's a little bit less expensive. No one's going to sit in the middle. It makes sense to have power on the 2 end pieces, not in the middle. And that's really just a way to do that. But you could also order it with a motor. It's really entirely up to you. Okay. Now what you cannot do, just so you know, you cannot order the side pieces. So the one seat right or left arm cannot be ordered without motor, just so you know. So again, we stock this as the configuration D, or Cinema D as we call it here. Some of the other wall saver mechanisms can be ordered in different configurations. We have a configuration A, B, C, and D, okay? Check with your stocking guide and you can see what's in stock. And speaking of stocking guide, let's talk a little bit about us as a company. We manufacture overseas, and all special orders are manufactured, factory, and flown in our container. And a special order typically takes about 11 to 12 weeks or so to reach our warehouse in the U.S. So that's time of order, production, shipping, and so on and so forth that comes in. Okay, and then of course we got to add a little bit for shipping, from our place to your warehouse. So typically, special order really from the factory is you should really quote your consumer about 12 to 16 weeks. typically be coming in about 14, but quote 12 to 16 just to be on the safe side. That way you don't disappoint anyone. However, we as a company have decided long ago to have a very, very large quick ship program. And if you check your quick ship guide, that's where you're going to learn what's in stock. Every single model has a separate page in which we list what leather grade we have it in. In the case of this, the wall saver mechanism, we also list if it's a sofa, love seat, and so forth. But check your quick ship guide to see what's in stock. Very, very important, because a lot of consumers that find the recliner that they really want, or in this case, a home theater they really, really want, to them it's very, very important off to get it quickly. Now, quick ship, right? We basically ship to you about 7 to 10 days after we get your order. So it should arrive, you know, at your warehouse in about 3 weeks. So there you can quote to the end user, basically 3 to 4 weeks or so lead time. So special order 12 to 16, quick ship 3 to 4. Make sure you navigate that and make sure you quote the proper lead time. It's often a good idea in the qualifying process when you sell a customer to sort of get a sense of what's more important, the right color, or get it fast, because that way you could sort of guide the conversation either towards the quick ship or just guide it towards the special. Some people, us consumers, really don't care if it takes 12 or 16 weeks. Others, you know, it's a deal breaker. So it's good to qualify and ask those questions at the beginning of the sales cycle just so you know. Anyhow, so that's a little bit about our wall saver mechanism. It's a little bit about you know, our quick ship program. Of course, you know, the powered recliner in the wall saver mechanism, or home theater if you will, works the exact same way as our swing relaxer. It's a two-stage leg and plat mechanism. It comes out like this, and you know, once the footrest comes up, the back goes down. And the other thing I just want to point out, you can still adjust the headrest. And again, why is that important? If you want to watch TV, because I mean, you'd buy this if you have a big TV in front, you'd want to adjust this so you can comfortably sit and watch the movie you're watching.